What's up, everybody? It's AFarCryAway here today, and today we're talking about the newest What We Were Up To update from Killing Floor 2. And it's pretty interesting because it has a lot to do with the longevity of the game, which is something I've been talking about and that I really appreciate seeing more updates towards. And I think you guys are going to be kind of surprised by this, and also maybe not surprised. If you've played any Payday 2, they have kind of like a similar system going on here. And let's go ahead and just read the update, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. This What We Were Up To update is called Seeing Some Top Men About the Future. We heard they had a warehouse we could use. Hello everyone, the KF2 team here at Tripwire is in full holiday swing as we continue towards the 2 remaining big content updates this year, one being a full seasonal event. More maps, weapons, and systems are all well underway, but it's time to start detailing what some of those are. The weekly Outbreak system from the Summer Sideshow update was a hit with many fans, so the design team has been kicking around and prototyping an idea to expand the concept. The goal is to provide interesting rewards for players while giving them a continually updated set of new goals to accomplish. Today we want to share this idea with you, though it may not come in the next update. Introducing Daily Objectives and the Dosh Vault. Let's start with the Dosh Vault. The characters in Killing Floor are all about one thing, earning that Dosh. But at the end of a game, that hard-earned Dosh goes away. Imagine a way to earn, and don't worry, your Dosh parties have no need to fear, that Dosh that would build up over time and unlock new items, gear, and variants. Our level designers got together with some top men and created this prototype of what it could look like. And here is a work-in-progress picture of the Dosh Vault. Our current plan has players earning Dosh by completing the existing and future weekly outbreaks, as well as new daily objectives through the course of their normal play. Over time, this accumulated Dosh will be visible and growing in your vault. You could then use it to either unlock or spend to purchase brand new player cosmetics and weapon skins, as well as variants and more that will only be obtainable via the Dosh Vault. As this system moves ahead, we'll be bringing you more details along with information about the next 2 guns, a nightmarish new map, and more things as we head into our next update over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Alright, so this update kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't really prepared for this, and I'm kind of glad because that means there's some innovation happening at Tripwire. I mean, I'm not saying they're not creative people, they definitely are, and they get paid to be creative, unlike me. I don't get paid at all at YouTube, thanks, I appreciate that. So this Dosh Vault concept is really neat. I mean, you could say, oh, they ripped it off from Payday, but like honestly, I like this in this game because its whole focus has always been about Dosh, accumulating Dosh. And then you just throw it all away at the end of the game, and even though you can still do that, by the way, having some remaining that kind of adds up over time to a total gives you kind of a new way to do some late game content, in that you can start saving your money that you earn in-game for cosmetic items. One of my biggest complaints, I haven't really stated this, but it's been that, you know how they introduced those new emotes? Well, a lot of those are very expensive at times to buy on the Steam store, especially if you're trading and doing all of that stuff. And I love the idea of those cool emotes, but I hate how much you have to pay for them, because at some points it's almost like you're better off just buying new games. That's how expensive these things are getting. And me, I don't really care about frivolous bullshit like that. No offense, Tripwire, but like, you know, I do appreciate having items like that in my games, and I appreciate microtransactions, as that it does help support the game. But if stuff starts getting ridiculously overpriced, I tend to just leave it all alone. Now, if there's a way for me to earn all this Dosh in-game and then set it at a reasonable price, you know, like hours per grinding per Dosh amount, I think this could be a good system. I think the ability to unlock anything that you could buy in the store by via in-game progression is definitely a good idea, and that should be how it is in all games, especially if they have microtransactions. I do think the players who want to invest the time should be rewarded, as well as players who can't invest the time. But it's kind of a tricky subject, and I understand some people might disagree with my stances on this, and that's completely fine. It's your money. You don't need to spend it on anything that you don't see fit spending it on, and that's totally cool. I guess just the concept of having a way to finally earn stuff in-game that isn't just RNG loot drops and or spending an arm and a leg on something on the Steam trading market is just a good concept in general, and I can only see that as being more consumer friendly. I know a lot of you guys spend F-tons of hours in Killing Floor 2, and I want you guys to be just as rewarded as somebody who reaches in their wallet and spends, you know, half their paycheck. Not saying that they can't do that and that they shouldn't. I think that's completely fine. You know, they earn their money, they can spend it how they want to, but some people don't have a lot of money. I have a lot of you guys on my Steam friends list who are always, you know, talking about like how you'd love to get something, or like even in the comments of my videos, people are always saying, I'd love to get this or that game, but I just can't afford it. You know, I'm young, I'm broke, I don't have a job because I can't get one, I'm not old enough yet or whatever. And, you know, that's how it is for some people. Or they're in some, you know, country where the inflation is higher on gaming and things like that. Any system that rewards players for playing the game and giving them kind of items like cosmetics and stuff is a good thing, and I don't see anything wrong with that personally. So they also talked about 2 new guns and a nightmarish new map over the next update. So 2 new guns, I have no idea what they could be. I don't know if that includes the freeze thrower that's been released on Xbox or going to be released on Xbox, but I think it's going to be 2 original guns. I would be surprised if they included the freeze thrower because that's something we already know about. And if it was one of those 2 guns, maybe they would have said that in the update. Who knows? So either 2 new guns that are original or one we already know about plus another. Still, either way, we got new weapons coming to the game, so that's always a good thing. New guns are just great all the time. I could care less if they're good or not. I just think that variety is a nice thing. They say a nightmarish new map, and knowing that we're heading into October, guys, it's gotta be something scary for Halloween. I don't know how scary Killing Floor can be now. I don't think it's scary ever since the first game. I'll be honest, I was scared at Killing Floor 2 the first couple of weeks I played it because the Skrakes and the Flesh Pounds were kind of terrifying at first. But once I got used to them, the game really did lose that scare appeal. The map designs are good, but they don't necessarily instill any kind of frights into me. But who knows? Maybe they'll pull something out of their hat and really f with people here. Who knows? Also, there have been a couple of leaks of, you know, upcoming cosmetic items and things like of that nature. And even though I'm pretty much 95% sure that stuff is confirmed, I don't want to report on it in these videos because I don't feel like that's very wise, because what if, one, it's not actually stuff coming to the game, but stuff made by the community that isn't coming to the game, and then I piss somebody off because I just showed off their, you know, hard-working 3D modeled stuff as something that's coming to the game that maybe it isn't. And then 2, because I just don't see any kind of integrity in doing that. Like, it's kind of like being handed a free story, but like your sources aren't checking out exactly, and you post it anyway. It could have a lot of repercussions, and I just don't want to do that. So I appreciate you guys on Steam sending me stuff that's like, oh my god, new update. And I do love seeing it because, like, you know, keep sending it to me. I'm not complaining. But I'm just not going to be putting that into the videos until Tripwire says anything about it, just because I don't feel like making a big fuss about it here is a good idea. But just so you guys know, there is stuff that's out there floating around that you could probably find with a little bit of, you know, putting your nose to the grindstone, asking a few people. There is some items and such that have been leaked that might be coming to the game soon, and a lot of it looks very Halloween kind of focused, and I'm pretty hyped about that stuff. You should be too, especially since you might be able to earn it in-game now with Dosh upon the next few updates. So I think these cosmetic items being a thing, now that you can obtain through gameplay, it's great, and now I'm really hyped about this. Right, and that's all I have for the video today, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in to watch this. I know I haven't been really active in the Killing Floor community as of late. I really have just wanted to try other things and expand my gaming horizons. I like playing tons of shit. I've been emulating games. I played Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright a little bit on a stream one day, and so I've just been all over the place. So I do appreciate you guys who stick around for more Killing Floor content, as I know I've been pretty lazy about making it, but, you know, there haven't been a whole lot of updates, and everything I have seen has just been, like I said, very speculative stuff that's been leaks, and I don't feel like it's very fair to report on that, and it might make some people upset. So that's that. But I do appreciate you all stopping by. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.